Stay tuned for the 13th annual WWAY Health Fair, Navigating Your Healthcare During the Pandemic, brought to you by Lower Cape Fear Life Care.
Hello, I'm Donna Gregory, and welcome to the 13th annual WWAY Health Fair, Navigating Your Healthcare During the Pandemic, presented by Lower Cape Fear Life Care. This last year has been a difficult time for a lot of Americans as the COVID-19 pandemic continues to disrupt our everyday lives. What was once a routine visit to the doctor's office now comes with extra precautions. Doctors have stressed that during this time, it's still important to maintain and not neglect your health care. That's why Lower Cape Fear Life Care and WWAY have decided to bring this year's health fair to you, to the safety of your own home, by bringing the area's top medical professionals and service providers together over the airwaves. In the next 60 minutes, our experts will discuss topics ranging from vein care, hospice care, health insurance, financial services, to keeping your home free and clear of harmful bacteria and mold. Now let's begin the 13th annual WWAY Health Fair, Navigating Your Healthcare During the Pandemic, presented by Lower Cape Fear Life Care.
Hello, my name is Jason Clam, Engagement Manager for Lower Cape Fear Life Care. Today I'm talking with our Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Kelly Arola, who oversees our hospice and palliative care programs that serve more than 1,000 patients each year in our region. So Dr. Arola, for those unfamiliar with Lower Cape Fear Life Care, can you share a little bit about the organization?
Lower Cape Fear Life Care was founded by community members 40 years ago. It's been here a long time and served thousands of patients and families. It started off as a hospice program, but in 2020 we changed the name from Lower Cape Fear Hospice to Lower Cape Fear Life Care because the spectrum of services broadened. Not only hospice is provided, but also a palliative care program, as well as a dementia program. We serve the counties of New Hanover, Brunswick, Columbus-Bladen, Onslow, Duplin, so we serve, a large area.
So you mentioned both hospice and palliative care. Can you explain a little bit about the difference between the two levels of care?
Hospice care is designed for a patient with serious illness who has a prognosis of less than 6 months if the disease runs its normal course. Of course, we never know exactly someone's prognosis, but it is prognosis-based. Hospice is a very comprehensive program led by an interdisciplinary team, and the team members include, physician, nurse, nurse's aide, chaplain, social work, volunteer, and this team develops an individualized care plan or treatment plan for the patient and family in order to best meet their needs during this very difficult and challenging time. Hospice provides not only the team, but also provides medications, DME, such as a hospital bed, oxygen, very practical things that a patient needs, requires in their home. It also is delivered wherever the patient calls home. So it might be a residential home, it could be a facility in a nursing home, for example. So wherever the patient calls home, we deliver care. Most of our care is delivered in the patient's home. If a patient can't be managed at home, they have pain or symptoms that are too difficult, we do have 3 inpatient care centers that we do provide an inpatient level of care as well.
Hospice sounds pretty extensive, so how does that compare then to palliative care?
So palliative care is not prognosis-based. It's a patient who has a serious illness such as cancer, some type of lung disease, heart disease, Parkinson's, dementia. So a serious illness, not prognosis-based, but who needs an extra layer of support, who is having, you know, pain or symptoms or issues with advanced care planning. And so it's an extra layer of support that the nurse practitioner comes to visit and assesses the patient and family and discusses different treatment options. The palliative care program works with the patient's own physician, so it's that extra layer in addition to the patient's treating physician. But I think the important thing to know is that it's not prognosis-based for palliative care.
Well, that sounds great too. How would I know which care is appropriate for me?
It can be challenging. You can always call us. We're always available to discuss which care is right for you. We also have a website called whichcare.org. So that's whichcare.org, and you can take a quiz and figure out which care might be right for you. But often calling and talking to our staff, and we can always send out a nurse to figure out which program would be the most suitable.
Well, you know, we're also here hopefully near the end of the pandemic, and it has affected lots of things in our lives, including healthcare. How has it affected the services and programs of Lower Cape Fear Life Care?
The pandemic has been challenging for everyone, patients and families with difficulty with visiting and seeing their loved ones, for our staff. But we stepped up all our infection control policies, which were already good, but you know, we had to make some changes because nobody knew about the pandemic and there are many unknowns. Followed the CDC guidelines. We were able to find personal protective equipment, and that was a challenge for many. But I think the important thing is we delivered safe care, and we have continued to deliver it throughout the pandemic. We have continued with our home visits. We have continued seeing patients, which I think is really important to note. We also did start a telehealth program as well for those that did not want the visit or those who were eligible for that service.
So just to kind of wrap up, if there was one thing that you would like people to know about our care, about our services, especially navigating through the pandemic, that you would like to make sure gets said before we're done?
We are here to help access our care. Patients and families deserve it, but they access it far too late. And that's what we see, and I hear from patients and families, particularly families, I wish we had known about you sooner. I wish that we had contacted you sooner to receive your help, because they find it so beneficial. And I really wish that people would contact us sooner.
Well, maybe this conversation is just the encouragement someone needs. Thanks for being with us today.
You're welcome.
What is Life Care? Life Care is access to a range of health services from palliative care to hospice care at any point in your life, wherever you call home. Life Care also provides education and support of loved ones throughout the stages of serious illness and the grieving process. Lower Cape Fear Hospice is now Lower Cape Fear Life Care. New name, more services, same excellent care. For information, visit lifecare.org.
All right, we're back now with Craig Wagner, the Chief Marketing and Engagement Officer for Lower Cape Fear Life Care. Among Craig's many duties in the organization, he has oversight over our agency's foundation, which supports the mission to serve everyone, regardless of their ability to pay, and make sure they have access to our care. So Craig, can you share a little bit about what a foundation is and what its role is at Lower Cape Fear Life Care?
Sure. The foundation at Lower Cape Fear Life Care is our fundraising arm for the organization. We strongly believe that anyone facing a serious illness or as at end of life really shouldn't have to worry about how to pay for their care. And while many of our patients' care is covered by Medicare, Medicaid, or private insurance, there's still a gap in those that don't have that coverage level. So our foundation works hard to raise dollars to support that care so no one has to worry about how to pay for that high quality care that we provide.
So how do you go about raising those funds?
Sure. So we have a variety of ways that we raise funds across the community. The biggest way that people support Lower Cape for Life Care are through memorial gifts. So for those that have lost a loved one or choose to honor a loved one, a lot of times in lieu of flowers, they'll make donations on behalf of the organization. Those memorial gifts also go to support different tribute opportunities in our healing gardens at our hospice care centers. So here we're in our Heritage Garden, and our continuum wall here is an example of one of those memorial options that donors can choose from. We also have a variety of benches and stone paths and really provide a place of respite and reflection for those who have memorialized a loved one here at our hospice care centers. In addition to the memorial options, we have our signature fundraising events, which were obviously impacted by COVID this year. We have donors who also leave Lower Cape for Life Care in their estate, in their will, to make kind of that legacy gift for us.
That's great. You mentioned the pandemic. Has that affected donations and our ability to provide those services?
It has affected our donations. We had to cancel all of our large in-person gatherings now for 2 cycles. We've also had to modify some of our signature events like Festival of Trees and Last Chance for White Pants. But we also had longtime donors and corporate supporters who recognize the importance of our service and our mission to the community that stepped up in big ways last year to ensure that our mission is continued and that no one is ever turned away due to their ability to pay.
So someone listening to this today, why should they consider a gift to Lower Cape for Life Care?
Well, as a 40-year-old locally founded agency, a gift to Lower Cape for Life Care is very much a gift to our community. It's a neighbor's gift to other neighbors. It's a way to support our mission so that no one has to worry about how to pay for their care during such a critical time in their family's journey. We also have other programs like our Dementia Memory Partners program and also grief services for adult and children who have lost a loved one. So a gift to Lower Cape for Life Care really impacts multiple programs, multiple people in different ways.
And I hear you have something coming for the veterans. Can you tell us a little about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So in addition to those memorial options, we're dedicating space in our Wilmington and our Brunswick Care Center facilities to specifically honor service members. We're a Level 4 partner in the We Honor Veterans program, which is a collaboration with the Department of Veteran Affairs as well as a national hospice and palliative care organization that really provides the right level of care and those very specific services that veterans need and deserve at end of life. So to honor that level and status that we have with that program and to honor those who have served our country, we're dedicating Veteran Memorial Gardens as part of our larger garden features that will have different memorial and tribute options.
That's great. So just to kind of wrap up, how does a person go about making that donation?
Sure. So people can go to our website, lifecare.org. That's certainly the easiest way to make a donation to us. If they have ever any questions about memorial options or legacy will type gifts, they can email us at foundation@lifecare.org as well.
That sounds great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I am Dr. Lee Lane with the Brunswick Wellness Coalition, and today I want to share with you a little bit about the coalition and how we are helping Brunswick County. No matter if you work here, play here, go to school here, we want to make sure that your health is a top priority. Now, some of the things that we really love to do is to help people with their nutrition and their physical fitness. 2 options that we have, unfortunately, that we're doing virtual now because of COVID, but you can participate in, is our Walk with a Doc and our Health Hacks. Walk with a Doc occurs the 2nd Saturday every month at 9 a.m. We have a short little topic talk with a healthcare provider, and then we do a walk. The second thing that we do is Health Hacks. That is on the 2nd Monday of each month at 6 p.m. Usually we've been holding that at the WWAY TV studio. Unfortunately, because of COVID, we haven't been able to do that there, but we are doing it virtually as well. With our current situation of COVID, we know that sometimes we get out of taking care of ourselves. We want to ensure that you are embracing your personal health and taking care of you. You are important. With our partners, what we want to do is to make sure that you stay healthy. One of the things that we offer are care fairs. You can request a care fair through the Brunswick Wellness Coalition. Just go to our website, brunswickwellness.org, click on Care Fair, and make your request. We do everything from blood pressure and diabetes screenings to health education. Feel free to visit our social media as well as our website for additional details about things that we offer and to learn more about the Brunswick Wellness Coalition. We want you to be able to be participatory in these things, and we want you to be excited about your health. So let's get passionate and be well Brunswick.
This is Michael McDowell, local sales agent with Humana. We'd like to thank Humana for sponsoring the WWAY Health Fair once again and for its commitment to serving the community in North Carolina.
First, let me say Humana is once again proud to sponsor the WWAY Health Fair. While our Humana team is disappointed that we cannot meet our local inspiring seniors in person at the WWAY Health Fair, we want everyone to know that our Humana team is still here for you. Humana has been privileged to serve our community in North Carolina for more than 15 years, and we remain committed to the community. It is a commitment that goes well beyond providing health benefits to improving the health and well-being of the communities that we serve. We want the community to know that we are working from our homes to provide everyone with the same personal service from our phones. We can help you learn about Humana's plans in your areas or other needs that you may have. We can also provide information and resources to help you maintain your health and stay engaged during this public health emergency. Just call a licensed Humana sales agent at 1-866-653-7295, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Thank you, Michael, and thank you, Humana, for sponsoring our WWAY Health Fair.
I'm Alan Tyndall. I've been with Eagles Coast Capital for a couple years. I've been in the industry now for about 10. And at Eagles Coast, we really try to just step back and help people take a systematic approach to their financial planning. You know, everybody has a different idea of what financial security and what financial health means to them. And I think it's very important to sit down and figure out where someone is today, where they want to be in 10, 15, 20, 50 years from now. And we try to figure out what that roadmap looks like for them. COVID put a lot of question marks, I think, in people's lives, and being disciplined and having someone help you come up with a plan to get there and have 3 months or 6 months worth of your living expenses just saved and ready to go should take a lot of stress and worry off of anyone who's doing that. You just don't have to worry about what's coming up next week or next month. You're prepared for it, and that gives you a lot of flexibility. People come to us for a variety of reasons. It might be that they're trying to save up a bit of money to do a down payment on a house in a couple years, or they just want a second opinion on things that they're already doing. Maybe they just had a kid and they're thinking about saving for college, or what most people ultimately want to do one day is retire. So that's a very important piece of it as well. So we try to fit all these things into one plan and just help them focus on the things right now and then in the future. The reason why I moved to Eagles Coast after being with another firm for 9 years is really just the small environment. And I think that having touch points and being able to get in touch with your advisor immediately, and even the firm itself. I mean, the turnaround time on everything that we do is very, very quick. And we don't have a lot of steps to go through to get someone an answer. And we're also able to be a bit more flexible in terms of what we can offer people and what that cost looks like for them as well. And you just don't really get that, I don't think, with a lot of larger institutions. You just reach out to us. If you have questions about your financial planning, just give us a call. We're happy to set up a consultation. It's not going to cost you anything, and then we can just figure out where it goes and see if we can determine what your needs are and how we can help.
Hello, I'm Justin with Fulford Heating and Cooling. Today we are installing the iWave technology into a split system. The product is designed to go into the airstream. The air travels through the return, picks up the ionization and distributes through the coil, through the airstream into the space being served. The iWave technology is designed to kill mold, bacteria, and viruses living in the air. The product is great for your homes, businesses, restaurants, churches, any place that people are spending time indoors. The iWave technology has a self-cleaning capability. There's no parts, components that need to be replaced. The life expectancy of the product is 12 to 15 years.
Hey, my name is Will Bolton. I'm a service tech at Fulford Heating and Cooling. The iWave product utilizes bipolar ionization, also known as cold plasma, to starve viruses and other germs of their hydrogen atoms. Germs need hydrogen atoms to survive. This thing takes it from them. So one of the perks of this product is the needle point bipolar ionization used to get really dirty, and in about 6 months it looked like a little mushroom. It'd have all sorts of dusts all over it. Well, this thing has got this little T that brushes those needle points off every 5 days. So now it's more effective all year round.
We're here in the sanctuary at Peace Baptist Church, where we have just installed 2 iWave systems to the HVAC units that serve the sanctuary. As you can see, this is a very large area that these systems are going to purify the air and give our members confidence that the air they're breathing when they come to church is very clean. The iWave system is designed to kill viruses, mold, and bacteria that may be in the airstream, and also eliminate odors that may be in the space. Fulford Heating and Cooling is a 3rd-generation owned family business. We've been operating in the New Hanover and Brunswick County area for over 48 years. Call Fulford Heating and Cooling today to have an iWave purification system installed.
A positive change is happening right now in our community. Lower Cape Fear Hospice is now Lower Cape Fear Life Care.
For decades, Lower Cape Fear Hospice has supported our families, friends, and neighbors with excellent hospice care and comfort. Now that care will have a strong impact throughout our community.
Lower Cape Fear Hospice is now Lower Cape Fear Life Care. For more information about our services and support, contact us today.
Visit us at lifecare.org.
Coronavirus outbreak situation, it's important that you be able to get dental help, and I'm very glad that Rick Benny was there for me.
Have this problem today with my tooth. I'm needing my wisdom teeth to be extracted. I'm starting med school in the summer, and I needed to get this out so I don't have to have this procedure done later on. And unfortunately, I'm in a lot of pain. Need these out in an emergency situation. And Dr. Rick Benny is going to take these out.
Of care and comfort that they give to us is just why we've been with them for 15 years. So.
got to the point where Mom stopped using the phone. She was so frustrated that she couldn't hear. Thankfully, I found the answer, a CapTel caption telephone.
With your CapTel phone, you hear what you can and read what you miss. It's operator-assisted voice recognition, so you see what your caller says word for word.
It's just like using any other phone. Plus, I can read what my caller says.
If you have hearing loss, you can get a phone at no cost to you.
I love my CapTel.
I would put off using the telephone until everybody was out of the family room and I knew it was quiet. It was one of those things that as I was losing my hearing, it finally just became impossible. I have found that with the CapTel that I use, it does make me feel more confident and less anxious at home if I need to make a phone call. It could be that it's changed my daughter's life more than mine because she loves to talk to Mom. Just to be able to hear her voice or the granddaughter's voice. She calls me Mimi. Now that's pretty cool. So yes, in that way it is. It's kind of a gift.
Hey there, my name is Libby, and I'm with CapTelNC.com. We help people who are hard of hearing and deaf get equipment in their homes and their businesses to help them communicate better on the telephone. Captioning telephone service has been around about 15 years, and it provides a piece of equipment and a service that puts the words on the screen. For people who use the telephone and have a hard time, this gives them to be able to have a conversation confidently with the other person. If you know someone that could benefit from our services, let us know if we can help you at CapTelNC.com. Thanks.
You're watching the 13th annual WWAY Health Fair, Navigating Your Healthcare During the Pandemic, presented by Lower Cape Fear Life Care.
We are back now, and I'm very excited to be with Candy Lee, the Dementia Nurse Care Specialist with Lower Cape Fear Life Care, who has been instrumental in the development of a new pilot dementia care program called Memory Partners. She's here to share some information about this wonderful new program. Thanks for being with us, Candy. So just tell us a little bit about this Memory Partners.
Yeah, thank you, Jason. It's so good. I'm so glad to be here. So Lower Cape Fear Life Care Memory Partners program started in March of 2019. Basically, it is ongoing, free consultative services with a registered nurse for education and support and resources in the community.
That's great. Now, since you started in 2019, a lot of things have changed, including a pandemic. Has that changed the way not only you provide the program, but the way people living with dementia and supporting those, how they have been challenged by that?
Yeah, absolutely. COVID has presented a lot of changes and required us to adapt in a lot of ways, right? And those are difficult things for people with brain changes to do. So we have had to change from doing in-person consults and in-person support groups to doing those virtually. I think all in all, we've made that transition really well. We've also started some other interventions like music and memory, to kind of help have some more resources for clients in the community. But we do continue with our virtual consults one-on-one, our virtual support groups with our caregivers and clients.
That's great. And hopefully as the pandemic is ending, we're also very excited about some recent news, an expansion of the program. I've been helping out a little bit with that. Can you tell us what's in store for the near future?
Yeah, absolutely. We're very excited, and we feel very fortunate to have received the Cooperative Agreement Grant through the Administration of Community Living and National Alzheimer's and Dementia Resource Center. So what does that mean? It means that we're going to have more resources, support groups, other disciplines involved in the program, be able to expand these services to surrounding counties. We're very excited about it, just to help meet the need in the community for this population.
So this is Lower Cape Fear Life Care. Does that mean that a person needs to be part of a hospice program or palliative care to access these services?
That's a great question. No, not at all. Actually, this program was sort of born out of people getting referred to palliative and hospice care and maybe not meeting that eligibility. And the organization recognized that these caregivers and clients still needed support and education in the community and started this program.
And really kind of letting them know they're not forgotten, right? Because this can be a really long journey, and to have these resources earlier is such a benefit for folks.
Absolutely. It is a journey. When we catch people early and earlier as we learn more about the different types of dementia, I mean, we could work with somebody for 5 or 10 years.
Another part of this new development is that not only are we serving our patients and their caregivers, we're also taking it to the community. So can you share a little bit about how that the program is offered to everyone?
Yeah, absolutely. So Kelly Cahill is our community nurse educator, and she really is able to get out there in the community and provide those workshops and webinars to doctors' offices, church organizations. So please, if you have a need in your village, reach out to us, and hopefully we can come in and bring that education.
I think this is a topic that would be good for all of us as a community, as a people, to have more information and awareness and knowledge of moving forward.
Knowledge is power, right? And that's going to make us all be better caregivers. And so, yeah, it's really important.
So if someone wants more information about either the services or these educational opportunities, what should they do?
If they will just go onto our website at lifecare.org, they'll be able to find information and links to this program.
Easy enough. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
At Liberty Commons Rehabilitation Center, we strive to empower our residents with the necessary support to live their best life with freedom and dignity. Whether it be short-term rehabilitation, long-term care, outpatient therapy, or assisted living care, Liberty is designed to make you feel at home. When an individual requires rehabilitation, Liberty Commons helps them to find the strength to overcome setbacks following an injury, an illness, an accident, or surgery through physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and nursing services. The facility has a designated gym with special therapy equipment. Comfort, community, dignity. That's Liberty Commons Rehabilitation Center, located on Racine Drive in Wilmington, North Carolina. Please visit our website at libertyhealthcareandrehab.com or give us a call at 910-452-4070 to learn more about Liberty Commons Rehabilitation Center.
What is Life Care? Life Care is access to a range of health services from palliative care to hospice care at any point in your life, wherever you call home. Life Care also provides education and support of loved ones throughout the stages of serious illness and the grieving process. Lower Cape Fear Hospice is now Lower Cape Fear Life Care. New name, more services, same excellent care. For information, visit lifecare.org.
So for me, my background started about 16 years ago as an athlete first. I was able to progress from being an athlete into nursing, and I love that bedside manner of give that patient everything when I showed up in that room with them. But there was so much more that I wanted to do. I wanted to be the one that helped them facilitate a full lifestyle change, not just what they got with the prescription in hand. I wanted it to go so much further than just what they saw in that doctor's office, and the true training started there. I was able to go on and work for a really huge virtual health coaching clientele, and that's what taught me how to give the same thing bedside manner virtually as I did face to face. And that's where it really came to fruition that this lifestyle was something that anyone could have anywhere. They didn't have to be localized and in my office to receive the help that they needed. I interact with them virtually. Now they have a lot of different options. They can do Zoom, they're able to meet with me on Voxer, which is a walkie-talkie app, but there are a lot of different modalities from Facebook groups that we have the ladies be able to incorporate themselves in that adds them to a community vibe. It's not just me, they're getting to be engulfed in a whole community where Love Uplifted is the language, and that is what we speak and what we give.
So Angela has been my trainer for about 5 years now, and I guess it was about 1.5 years ago she did the NES scan on me. And so it was really interesting to see the information that we got out of it. So for instance, like I had shoulder pain, and randomly like my shoulder was flaring up on the scan. So it's just really interesting to see that it really picks up on your body and what, you know, your energy is emitting.
It is all about the first small steps are the ones that make the biggest difference. So you're starting with a plan. First off, you want to sit down and see what time you have to allocate to your regimen. It's great for me to tell you to work out 4 or 5 times a day, but if your schedule doesn't fit with that, you're not going to be able to create that effort. So I would say for anyone coming off brand new, start with anywhere between 2 days, fill the body out, and then we will progress to 3 to 4 days and really get your body moving. I like to call myself the practicing practitioner because I do everything that I ask of my clients and my patients to do. I'm not a do as you say, not as I do. I am right there along with you from start to finish. I want my people to know that you have to be willing to go get your Love Uplifted lifestyle. It's out there, you have to just be willing to go find it.
I'm Dr. Steve Folstead of Vein Clinics of America with offices in Wilmington and Charlotte. We had to redesign all of our usual operating procedures with COVID. We have rewritten policies regarding mask wearing, hand washing, cleaning of surfaces. Patients are brought in and out of the clinic in a very controlled manner as to avoid as much interaction as possible. And all of this is done just with the sole intent of keeping our patients and staff healthy. We have recently begun to offer teleconsults, which can be done over the computer and avoid the risk of having to come into the office to be seen. The veins are intended to bring the blood from the tissues back to the heart and lungs. That means that the blood going up your legs has to travel against gravity. Veins have developed valves. These valves are meant to be one-way valves that open when the blood flows up your leg and close to keep the blood from flowing backwards. If those valves fail, then the blood flows backward down your leg. It pools in the lower legs, dilates the veins, increases the pressure, and this is what leads to the symptoms and complications we see with vein disease. How do you tell if you have vein disease? The most common symptoms are aching, heaviness, fatigue, sometimes throbbing and itching, and these are seen mostly after a day where you spend a lot of time on your feet or whether you sit for prolonged periods of time. Our primary age group that we see is in the 35 to 60 range. However, vein disease is certainly encountered in both the older and younger populations. The treatment of the vein disease is based primarily off of the ultrasound findings. We have the ability and the technology to treat everything from the more advanced endovenous ablation procedures all the way through to simple treatment of cosmetic spider veins. Insurance covers almost all symptomatic vein treatment, as well as does Medicare. At Vein Clinics of America, all of our doctors do vein care 100% of the time. And we offer all of this in an outpatient, comfortable setting where people can return back to essentially normal activities the same day.
Hi, my name is Jenny Olemo with American Water and Fire. We are a local restoration company here in Wilmington, North Carolina. The president and the owner, Chris Dunn, owns a construction company here in Wilmington, and we have several services just besides fire restoration. We also do mold, and we do storm, we do carpet cleaning. We have a lot of different entities in our company that we offer to our community and service to our community. Today we're on location to a fire job that we received a few weeks ago. This is something that we specialize in. We also file and work with the homeowner and the insurance company, making sure everything is in compliance, and that we are here to even communicate with the insurance company on behalf of the homeowner, especially when something devastating like this has happened. We follow every protocol, and we are here to be the best professionals at what we do.
Hi, I'm Tim Little, Project Manager for American Water and Fire. As you can see, we're here on site at a fire restoration job. So if you come with me, I'll show you some progress. So this was a fully furnished house fire. Our crew came in and did a content removal. So they took all salvageable and non-salvageable contents and got them out of the house. And then our demo crew came in and stripped it all the way down to the studs. They applied a soot seal, and that eliminates all odors from the smoke. Our next step will be come in and completely clean the floors, get it ready for insulation, drywall, electrical, plumbing. Once we complete all aspects of construction, the homeowner can move back in like nothing ever happened to a brand new, beautiful home.
Thank you guys for coming to see our recent project. If you have any emergency, small or big, please give us a call at 899-4050. We here at American Water and Fire are your restoration heroes, and we thank you for the opportunity to serve our community.
Hi there, my name is Reed Wolf. I'm the regional manager of the Planet Fitness clubs in the Wilmington area. While we do have over 2,000 locations worldwide, we do have 3 conveniently located clubs in Wilmington. We are standing right now in our Ogden Plaza location. This one was built in 2020, it's our newest one. And then we also have a location on Kerr Avenue, and then another location in the Monkey Junction area in Masonboro Commons. So we just reopened our doors in August. Even safer and cleaner than ever before. We've taken a lot of precautions, obviously, but even before the pandemic, we felt that we were ahead of the game as far as cleanliness goes. We always sanitize, clean, and disinfect all surfaces of the club, again, even before the pandemic. Here at Planet Fitness, we try and foster an environment that we call the judgment-free zone. Now, the judgment-free zone to us means that anybody, no matter what your fitness level is, can come in, check in, work out, and just feel welcome, comfortable, safe, and non-intimidated. Not only is working out and exercising great for your physical health, but it's also going to help you mentally. Coming in here with your friend, which is part of our Black Card membership, you're going to be able to work out with your buddy that you haven't seen in a while. You're going to be in a safe environment, and it's going to be great for your physical and mental health as well. Whether you're new to fitness or you're an experienced workout veteran, we offer something called PE at PF, Physical Education at Planet Fitness. That's where you're actually going to work with our fitness instructors. We have a wide range of classes that you can participate in. We have a Design Your Own program where you're working with our fitness instructor to design a personalized workout plan for you. Our most popular membership is our Black Card membership. That's the membership that you're actually going to be able to access everything that we have to offer here. So you're going to be able to tan. We have hydro massage beds and loungers. We have massage chairs. We have a great thing called Total Body Enhancement, which is actually a skin rejuvenation and muscle toning machine. You can bring that buddy that I mentioned to work out with you every single time, and you can also use any Planet Fitness worldwide for free. That one is no enrollment, so you don't pay anything to sign up. It's only $22.99 a month, and it's no commitment, so you can always cancel anytime for free as well. Thanks so much for joining us here at the Ogden Plaza location. I definitely invite you guys to come in for a no-pressure tour at any of the 3 locations in Wilmington. I also invite you to download our awesome PF mobile app. There's hundreds of workout videos on there, and you can even sign up right through the app.
A
positive change is happening right now in our community. Lower Cape Fear Hospice is now Lower Cape Fear Life Care.
For decades, Lower Cape Fear Hospice has supported our families, friends, and neighbors with excellent hospice care and comfort. Now that care will have a strong impact throughout our community.
Lower Cape Fear Hospice is now Lower Cape Fear Life Care. For more information about our services and support, contact us today.
Visit us at lifecare.org.
I'm Ross Terry, board-certified clinical specialist in orthopedic physical therapy. Here at Healthy Seniors Physical Therapy and Wellness, we are doing everything we can to make this place just as safe as possible for everyone. So we are following all the governor's orders, including masking and staying 6 feet apart when able. Additionally, all of our physical therapists are fully vaccinated. We are taking some extra precautions, including taking COVID screens, temperature checks, hand sanitizing, and then we're also limiting the number of people in our clinic at a time.
I'm Christina Terry, board-certified clinical specialist in geriatric physical therapy. Here at Healthy Seniors, with us specializing in those 55 years and older, a lot of our patients being in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s, what we've noticed as a result of the pandemic is just not getting out and doing as much activity as normal. So for some people, this might just be going to the grocery store, or going and hanging out with family or friends, or going to play that round of golf. And even doctor's office appointments, a lot of those are virtual now, and that was a lot of our population's way of just getting up for the day and going out to do activity. As a result of not doing as much activity, what this can lead to is more stiffness in our joints and can lead to our muscles getting weaker, which can lead to more pain. Also, when they do get up and move, their balance is a little off, which can put them at an increased risk of falls. So just as a result of the pandemic, our patients aren't getting up and just doing as much activity as they normally would. Right now, here at Healthy Seniors Physical Therapy, we're offering a free physical therapy consultation. So what this means is if you're having pain that interferes with your daily activities, if you're noticing a decrease in your balance or decreased strength in your legs, also if you're having vertigo, or if you're preparing for a surgery, a shoulder surgery, hip surgery, knee surgery, you can set up this free, no obligation physical therapy consultation. One of our physical therapists will sit down with you, discuss the problems that you're having, and talk with you about whether or not physical therapy can help you.
We're back, and in a moment we're going to speak with Diane Miller, a bereavement counselor for Lower Cape Fear Life Care. Diane provides individual and group counseling support to people who have suffered the loss of a loved one.
We provide individual and group counseling. We provide our services to family members of patients of Life Care, and we also provide services to people in the community. We offer individual counseling, we offer group counseling for the adults. For children, we have offered in-school counseling as well as individual counseling, camps, week-long camps at our Wilmington campus. And we've also had family days at our other offices for people who have had a family member die who have children in their family. So we have had to move to virtual and telephone counseling. We're also doing our groups on a secure Zoom platform. Isolation has been a factor. Not being able to be with family members, the usual rituals that we may have had, funerals and gatherings. So all of those have been impacted by the pandemic, and grief can be complicated and compounded by that, by the isolation, by stress, and it certainly does impact grief. Grief is a very individualized process. It's a very unique process to each person, and so there's no set timeline. People can contact us through our website, lifecare.org, and they can also call our main number. We also have some videos that we've done to help people to cope with the stress and the anxiety during the pandemic, and there's a special website for that, lifecareresponds.org. Utilizing grief support is actually a way that we take care of ourselves. So when we do things like contacting a grief counselor, it gives us an opportunity to obtain education about the grief process. It gives us an opportunity to talk, to process our feelings, and to help with moving forward in grief. You know, family members and friends, they're grieving as well. So it's absolutely right to speak to someone who's objective and not emotionally involved, not bringing their own feelings to the conversation is important. And also to help us feel that it's going to be okay, that we have hope.
Thank you to the following winners of our prize giveaways. And one last thank you to the following sponsors who helped contribute to this show. Thank you for watching the 13th Annual WWAY Health Fair presented by Lower Cape Fear Life Care. For more information on the medical professionals and service providers showcased during this broadcast and to re-watch any featured segment, please visit wwayhealth.com.
What is Life Care? Life Care is access to a range of health services from palliative care to hospice care at any point in your life, wherever you call home. Life Care also provides education and support of loved ones throughout the stages of serious illness and the grieving process. Lower Cape Fear Hospice is now Lower Cape Fear Life Care. New name, more services, same excellent care. For information, visit lifecare.org.